Hey everybody, the Banga's back. Welcome to part 2 of Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Falsebound Kingdom, brought to you by GameAnyone.com. Alright, we made it to Fury of the Empire, Mission 2, and we're still on Vaxi Island, only we're going to attack the south side of it. As you can see, I did a small bit of level grinding in Mission 2, and I made myself fail on purpose so I can get sent back to, well, the beginning of the mission, but all my items and experience are retained. So I made some changes to Yugi's team, and I decided to put in Blackland Fire Dragon instead of Karibo. Unfortunately, he gained very little experience because he actually got killed in our first skirmish, so he didn't level up. But Celtic Guardian and Feral Imp are actually doing really well, and during that battle, when I took one of the camps, or one of the villages, I picked up this item, the Legendary Sword. Now, only warrior monsters can use it, but it gives them a 500 attack bonus. Right now, Celtic Guardian is at 1506, and when I give him this, it's at 2006. Very good. I only have one of them, though, but luckily I only have, like, 2 warriors out of my entire roster that can pretty much use the Legendary Sword. I also gave a blue medicine slot to my Feral Imp, because if I give it to Celtic Guardian, he's going to be wasting turns healing when he could be used for attacking. Feral Imp doesn't have a lot of attack powers, so I can actually justify giving him the blue medicine slot, making him a little bit of a healer. Alright, Blackland Fire Dragon actually has more attack power than Feral Imp. Once he levels up, he's going to be a lot stronger. As you can see, when monsters are at level 1, they're actually at the attack and defense as they are on the actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Card. Okay, so I guess if I'm adding marshals, that includes my cost. I was thinking that my gold is actually going to go down by including marshals, but apparently that's not the case at all. I didn't make any changes to Shaimon's team because it's actually pretty versatile already. But for Fizdiz, I gave her the ability to, well, let's see. I took out Kanekabuto and put in the Silver Fang in its place. Everything else stays the same. I think we're going to make some minor changes. Like, for instance, I think I'm going to make the Penguin Soldier the healer for this. Give you the blue medicine as well. And, you know what? I think I'm also going to give... No, I'm not going to give Monster Reborn. I think I'm going to give that to Shaimon's team. I think that's going to be my best course of action here. But I'll give it to my Beaver Warrior. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, I gotta remember, when you're cycling through the items and monsters, you gotta use the D-pad instead of the analog stick. That's one minor criticism of this game, is when it comes to, like, your configurations or assembling your team, you're using the analog stick and the D-pad, but for different purposes, so it's kinda confusing to me. However, we'll get used to it in time. Alright, let's get started! Unlike part 1, where it took us, like, over 10 minutes to get into a battle, this time we're in there right away. It's awfully quiet. There doesn't appear to be any enemy movement. Yes, we seem to be lucky. The enemy doesn't seem to know that we're here. According to our scouts, the closest fort isn't guarded at all. Let's use this opportunity to take the fort and fortify a defensive position there. I think that'll be a good idea. Alright, let's head for Ashiton right now. And let's take Yugi and Shaimon with me. By going into icon mode and pressing X, you can actually select multiple places at once. Actually, let's go into, like, camp mode. That way I can send them both out at the same time. Pretty neat, huh? What would I like to buy here? I'm gonna leave Fizdiz on the camp so she can actually buy stuff for me. Kind of wish I could actually see how much money I have before I start a battle. So I think I'll buy a Monster Reborn. Yeah, I'll buy it. That'll be good. And I think I'll buy a Goblin's Secret Remedy as well. So as you can see, I can only carry up to 512 items at one time. There's also a slot available called Equipment, and we'll go into that later once we take this camp. Like, whoever's going to be defending the fort in battle is usually the last person that enters it. Like in this case, when this camp gets attacked, it'll be Shaimon defending it. and we get 350 gold instantly. We successfully taken the forts from the enemy. The few guards that were here have run off. It won't be long before they learn of our attack and try to retake the fort. General Sabakal's unit is powerful. What do you think of building equipment to increase the fort's defenses? What do you mean by equipment? Equipment are offensive and defensive additions made to a castle or fort that provide an advantage in battle. For instance, you can install a large cannon to fire at approaching forces or construct a barricade. To install additions, position the cursor over the castle or fort and select equipment. Then select an addition from the list with the A button and it will be installed. Of course, each new piece of equipment requires money, so be sure to plan carefully. Alright, so let's see who's going to attack us. Okay, that's a ground unit. So, I'll select the appropriate weapon. Not an anti-air cannon. I'll buy an anti-ground cannon. It looks like Catapult Turtle from Yu-Gi-Oh! And it does need to charge. That little halo over there is its radius. And let's see, I can actually buy something else. Barricade will give me extra defense in battle. Healer is also pretty good. Watchtower doubles its range, which is pretty neat. Always having a trader available with a trade unit would be nice. And supply unit is replenishing your items that you have used. I think I'm going to construct a barricade as well. That way I'll have more defensive advantages. And that doesn't have a charge time. Alright, so here's what we got to battle. We got to battle Cryul, Embodiment of Apophis, and Zaragon. I think Shaman's team will do just fine. I mean, we dealt with Zaragon before. The other two monsters are something new. Also, I believe Zaragon has 7 blue medicines with him as well, so he's going to be the healer of this fight. Therefore, it's best to take him out first. Also, when you're trying to, like, grind for experience, I highly recommend spending as little money as possible so you can carry that gold with you for when you actually feel dedicated for the battle. I'll try not to grind so much, because basically as long as you keep your team's upkeep very well, you won't even have to grind at all. Besides, most battles can take a while, and you're going to find yourself facing officers more than once. I really like this game, I really do. I'm sure there are some people that also like it and some that don't, but it's just a very good RPG. I mean, not just because it's Yu-Gi-Oh! And I really love Yu-Gi-Oh! That's why I love this game, but let's face it, if you put any franchise in a game such as this, it'd be pretty good. Like, say, if Pokemon was an RPG, that'd be very good too. Alright, we're back. Apparently my Dazzle didn't like my whole Pokemon as an RPG troll joke, so I guess that explains all the lost frames. Alright, so you didn't really miss too much, just that Zaragon got defeated, and Shadow Spectre is not doing that solid either. You can probably take like 2 more attacks and it's defeated. So if anything on its next turn, I'm just gonna have it guard. It's not worth losing my monster. Ooh, that was a timely crit. Alright, we're actually doing really well. And even if we don't win this battle right away, the anti-ground cannons can be ready. So it'll also be good for us. Alright, so we don't have to worry about any more attacks. Let's just finish off Cryul. I think Shadow Spectre's attack has the ability to poison. I don't know if you have to wait a few levels before it's available, or it's just like a rare chance that it happens at all. Like, I'm sure some people can fill me in on that one, because I haven't seen it poison anyone yet. Okay, I say my team should be ready to go. Maybe I should have had Yugi in there as well, but no big deal. Alright, so, we're gonna finish off Embodiment of Apophis. That's the only monster left. I think I'm gonna put you in defense mode. There's no sense risking you. I probably had to, like, give up one of my items so I can put a healer in there just to bring that guy back. Oh, and it's dead anyway. Wow. Even in defense mode, it's still lost. So I don't think it's gonna gain any experience just from guarding. You probably only get it by attacking. Oh well. I guess I can probably put my barricade down, and then I'll just put in a healer so I can revive my Shadow Spectre. Because even though you gradually replenish your HP in a camp, anyone that's defeated doesn't get revived. So be sure to remember that. I think you can revive them with the healer effect. Let's find out. Alright, let's put a healer in its place. It does cost a bit of money just to use this, but it'll be worth it. Alright, depending on how powerful your monster is, it'll depend on the cost. I'm only gonna heal you, and my other monsters that are low on health can just stay in the camp. Why do I have somebody over there? That is weird. Look at the map! Do you see like a green dot over there? Why is Yugi over there? I thought he was in here. Go over there, please. Okay. That's a strange glitch. Why did that happen? Oh, okay. Alright, well, let's see. Do I want to buy some more blue medicines? I'm gonna do that. Fizdiz, again, is the best for that because she gets them at a discount. I think I'm gonna allow her to take this camp over here to the north. Who is in that one, anyway? Okay, that officer has Tiger Axe, Arabi, and Stuffed Animal. Okay, I'm not too worried about that one. Yugi can easily take care of this camp over here. Who's in Dithton, then? Oh, like Larvamoth, Dark King of the Abyss, and the Snake Hair. Oh, I can deal with that as well. Celtic Guardian is sporting that new sword, so it's probably gonna kick a lot of ass. Feral Imp, I say you just go after the Larvamoth. Just dive bomb right into it, I don't care. Blackland Fire Dragon easily needs the experience. Why can't that do like double damage or something? You know what, I'm gonna use Celtic Guardian's turn on this as well. Just to gauge the damage. Wow! That's pretty good. We're gonna easily take this village in no time. Because Celtic Guardian gets 2 more attacks. I wouldn't worry too much about Stone Eyes, and yeah, that's a nice Millennium Eye effect they got going there. Because I don't think it actually petrifies you, at least not at this level. I think I'd rather go for Dark King of the Abyss. It has 3 attack power left, or 3 action points left. So it'll be much more of an advantage to defeat him. Like I said, some of these maps are going to be long, but you actually are going to get a decent amount of rewards for it. I believe there is a wild monster encounter somewhere in the forest in the southwest, so I gotta decide what team is going to be best to defeat it. Probably Yugi's team. Remember, you want to send your strongest monsters against wild monsters, so you can get them on your side. And many of them can be very good. There we go. Oh, it still gets 1 more turn because it waited. Fair enough. If we didn't win this fight, I'd be so disappointed. Because, I mean, it only has 1 monster left. Oh good, we got a level up from Blackland Fire Dragon as well as Yugi and pretty much everyone else. Because we won, we can continue attacking the village. Alright, things are going really solid. We're gonna take these territories in no time. I'll have to, like, reorganize my unit to make sure they're always on the front line. Like, maybe have 1 marshal per village that's close to the enemy camp? That might be a good idea. Because if I leave 1 unattended, they might just go after it and take it right away. because there's nobody there to defend it. It's got 69 HP left. I always see that number. I don't know why. And it's usually on my phone when I'm charging my battery. Or when I'm not charging my battery. It doesn't mean it's at 69% forever, because I'll never have to charge it again. I'm just saying that every time I look at it, it's at that charge. Oh, Yugi's at level 6. That's really good for us. I don't like that Blackland Fire Dragon is still at level 2, though. We get 400 gold and a blue medicine for that. That's going to be great for us. Let's see. We might get attacked again, so let me just put in an anti-ground cannon. That'll be a good idea. And even if nobody's there at the camp, the cannon should still work. Yes, they do. That way when somebody tries to take it, they'll be damaged. So I really want Yugi to take this one. Or maybe I should let Shaimon take it. You know what? I'm gonna let Yugi take it because he needs the experience more. It's too bad there isn't a speed-up option to just make every unit go a bit faster. Because sometimes it does drag on, depending on the map. Like, Celtic Guardian probably walks like he's crippled. He's like, oh man, my legs are like toothpicks, I can't move! God, this cape, it's heavy! Alright, Vizdas is pretty close to her destination. Hornamp actually moves pretty fast. It's not a strong monster, but it gets stuff done. Alright, I believe it was the Tiger Axe that guarded. Luckily, it wasn't even my target. I think I'll go for the stuffed animal next. Or first. Alright, Rabi guarded as well. Stuffed animal used Big Bite. That's the name of a pizza place here in St. John's. I don't remember if I actually had pizza from there, but I'm pretty sure it's quite good. As you can tell, I really enjoy pizza. But I don't always enjoy pizza. I mean, there's gonna be some days where I just don't want it at all. And that's like that with almost any kind of food. But there are some things where you pretty much have to have it all the time. Like, for example, I can go a day without oxygen. No, you can't. It's like, do I really need liquids? Yes, you do. You don't want to get dehydrated. It's the worst feeling in the world. Or one of the worst feelings in the world. That gives you terrible feelings. Why did Tiger Axe guard again? Why did they use all their turns for the guarding? I'm just gonna use weight like several times. Like everybody uses it at least once. You know what? I think that's gonna be enough. Let's go after that Tiger Axe. Because the guard's gonna wear off eventually. There we go. Penguin Knight isn't really strong anyway. Penguin Knight, I believe, is aquatic, so I couldn't even give this guy a legendary sword either, even though it's a swordsman. Oh well, once I get myself another legendary sword, I'll probably give it to Beaver Warrior. Or maybe I'll have a better option in mind. Who knows? Oh, chalk that one up for an easy win. What?! How did we lose? We have one more monster than them! How do they calculate it by damage and stuff? I'm sure there's an algorithm for it, but use some common sense. It's not all about math. That should have been a win for me. Now that just gave them a little bit more time to heal. Well, the Tiger Axe itself, Arabi, didn't take any damage. I felt if I wasn't gonna win it in like one round, that there's no sense attacking it because it's gonna replenish its health anyway. Might as well make its weak link even weaker. See, I have a grasp for strategy sometimes, even though I hardly ever play strategy RPGs or tactical RPGs. There's a mix of that involved. In this game, of course. Best to get rid of this guy now. Alright, Robbie, time for you to go extinct. Or not, I'll just miss you completely. How do you miss a giant dinosaur like that? It makes no sense. It wasn't even moving. Whatever. Might as well finish you off now. You know, try not to miss this time. It's got no more turns left. Horn Imp has like 3 more. Because we're at night and it's Night Adept. I mean, that's a really nice effect. Like, some monsters will have abilities that make them stronger at certain times and on certain environments. It has like a sense of strategy to it. Like, sometimes you want your monster out there to get some experience, but maybe I'll wait till it's night. There's always those simple things you gotta pay attention to in order to be victorious. You can't go in there like brute strength and all the time. Does it look like I flipped the guy off? From that angle, it looks like I'm flipping it off. Okay. This is a Yu-Gi-Oh game after all. It's taking a bit of a dark turn, don't you think? Alright, once I finish this guy off, Yugi can move on to the southwest. Guarding right away? Okay. You're just sealing your own death knell, because that just cost you a turn. Horn Imp is taking a bit of a beating as well. Hopefully we can finish this guy off quickly. 10 HP left, come on. Just go already. There, that's better. Alright, there we go. Horn Imp, Silver Fang, and Fizdiz level up. That's gonna be good for us. And we get 800 gold for that. There's a trader there. Ooh, I can buy another legendary sword. Actually, I should buy some Beast Fangs, too. I don't know if I have any spellcasters, but I might as well take this. I'll take another legendary sword, even though I'm going to get one. And one more Beast Fangs. And I'll put in an anti-ground cannon as well to keep this place defended. I don't believe any of the marshals have, like, flying units as their leader. Otherwise, I would have been using anti-air cannons instead. Let me top off Celtic Guardian a little bit. Spend like a fair bit of money, but you get money just by winning, so it's no big deal. Alright, everything is looking pretty good. Main camp is undefended, but we'll be sure to intercept them anyway. I'll leave Fizdiz over here because she's not going to be that much useful for the rest of the fight. So, we'll just play the waiting game and wait for this place to get attacked. Which is... let's take a look at this one. Alright, we got Midnight Fiend, Dark Rabbit, and Three-Headed Geeto. These two also have an advantage at night. But their HP is very low. I mean, we can easily take this guy. But it's getting close to daytime. So eventually that night advantage is going to wear off. I don't know if each game hour is really 1 minute, but it looks like it could be that range. Alright, technically it's still night, but that's okay. We'll take out this Midnight Fiend in no time. I think this one does fly. However, it's not really a threat where you're going to need cannons to defend yourself against it when it attacks us, because they'll be at half health anyway. I want to take out that Midnight Fiend, so I'm actually willing to wait for that guard to wear off. Huh, razzle-dazzle. Okay, good, the guard is out. So we can finish this guy off. I don't want Celtic Guardian to do that, though. So you're kind of lucky. I'd be using up too much damage. Whoa! That was a nice crit. I can wipe out 2 monsters right now. Well, that crit wasn't necessary. Come on now. That usually happens to me a lot, too, sometimes when I'm playing RPGs. And I think Earthbound was the biggest example, and that was a miss. Where I'm getting critical hits where the enemy has very low health anyway. Like, for example, like 1 or 2 more HP, now I get a crit. And I wasn't getting any for the rest of the fight, which is stupid. It's like the game taunts you. Still fun by every stretch of the imagination, but still. It's just those minor quips that can annoy you real fast. Okay, good. Now it's just this guy left. Ooh, I'm getting very lucky with critical hits here. I really like this. Makes the battle go by much faster. If I can keep piling on the experience, then Yugi will have no problem with these wild monsters in the forest. Because I really want to recruit them. Well, you pretty much want to recruit every single monster. Because that'll be very good for you. Give you a lot more variety. Dark Rabbit's not going to survive this turn. There's just no way. Done. You are out! Ooh, Yugi gets a bonus! Extra attack power, extra HP, and extra action points. Those bonuses will carry on to your monsters as well. So this is very good. Now, I believe it's this part of the forest right here. I think I should let Shaman go over this way. There. It's a little bit closer to that camp. Like, it's into this forest, but I think it's around this particular patch. We'll find out eventually. It can be very specific. No? Okay, we'll try here. Oh, just a few steps! Alright, Hani Hani, Mystic Horseman, and Man-Eater Bug. Those are the 3 monsters we have to fight. Man-Eater Bug actually has 5 action points. That's pretty intense. There. Since we got those bonuses earlier, they're really gonna help us. Okay, Man-Eater Bug is pretty close to being destroyed right away. Celtic Guardian is not doing that solid either. In fact, I should have had Feral Imp use a blue medicine on it. So hopefully Celtic Guardian doesn't get attacked too much. Alright, take out the Man-Eater Bug right now. Burn it! Okay, looks like Feral Imp is getting attacked the most now. I'm okay with that. Ah, that's not good. You can probably withstand a couple more attacks. Not that many, though. You know what? I will use a blue medicine. I think it'd be a good idea. I don't know if you exactly have to, like, defeat all 3 of the monsters or just win the skirmish to win the monsters to your side. But just to play it safe, I'm gonna try to get the win. Well, by wiping all 3 of them out. It'll get you more experience anyway. I'd say... I'll probably just go after Mystic Horseman and use Celtic Guardian to finish off Hani Hani. You know what Hani Hani reminds me of? Koosh balls. Weren't they so big back in the 90s? And you often see them in the ads for Archie comics. They made those an awful big deal back then. There we go. See if you can get a crit for me, Black Lampard Dragon. Do it. Or, you know, miss altogether. I win! I don't level up, but that's okay. Hopefully you still join us. Yes, they do. Mystic Horseman, Hani, and Man-Eater Bug join you. Alright. We're pretty much built for this. I think I should have Yugi return to that village over there. Because that's the one with a healer, and I don't really want to buy another one. So it's gonna get a little tedious while we wait. So I'll pretty much just like jump cut to over there. So give me a moment. Oh, guys, I think I figured it out. Yeah, it worked for me once. Like, I was able to get the Konami code to work. That's so weird. It only does that when I'm, like, off camera. Come on, work for me. At least work so these guys can hear it. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's working that much anymore. Oh, I got it to work once, I swear to God. So I had slightly more money as a result of that. Actually, I could have healed them both at once, but oh well. I think it's time for you to move out and take this camp. Come on, Yugi, I'm counting on ya. Yeah, there you go, I got it! It's very scarce that it works. Like, I have to be very specific on where I press on the D-pad, otherwise it's going to use like multiple entries at once. It's very finicky like that sometimes. Like, I don't know what's the science to it? Like, you just have to be so specific. Like, sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. Or maybe I'm just doing it too fast. Be a little bit more delicate, I guess. Otherwise, you know, I'm gonna press too much. But you know it works when you hear that guy say Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's pretty cool. So, I guess I can try it a couple more times before he gets there. It's gonna be a while. Whatever, I tried. I guess it'll just work when it wants to. You've done well for a bunch of misfit rebels. It's been a long time since the enemy got me this excited. But playtime is over. It won't be long before you beg Sebekal for mercy. Look at his helmet, it's like Godzilla on it. I never noticed that until now. His helmet looks like a Godzilla head. Alright, so this is what we gotta deal with here. We got an armored lizard, an axe raider that also has a legendary sword, so its attack is like 2300, and a mountain warrior. Alright, I think we can go for the mountain warrior first. That might be a good idea, considering it has the least amount of HP. But the other thing I'm worried about is that axe warrior, because if it does attack us, it's going to be lethal. But probably no more lethal than what we're doing with Celtic Guardian. Only difference is, now they're short-handed. Ouch! 268 damage right there? That hurts. Luckily, it can only attack one more time. I think we should go for the Axe Raider next. That'd be a good idea. Because we're probably not going to win it on this round right away. It'd be best to take out their strongest threat next. Okay, they both guarded, so they're not going to attack us ever again. Not in this round, at least. So, let's just try to take them out now. Remember, it's daytime, so Feral Imp doesn't really have that advantage it used to at night. Ooh, that was nice. I like that. Okay, good. Axe Raider is down. Then we just have the Armored Lizard. And we got this in the bag. Alright, let's do this. We're just gonna have to wait a while before we can actually reposition ourselves. And it doesn't look like any officer has recovered. They usually have like a 5-hour recovery rate, and then they're back on the field at half strength. So we're gonna finish this battle on time. I mean, all that's left is Armored Lizard, even though it hasn't been attacked once. It's 3-on-1. This guy will not survive. So it's over for you, Armored Lizard. At least he's gonna go down on a blaze of glory. Oh, that was a nice crit. Too little, too late for you, though. But I will say, if that Axe Raider was the one that got a critical hit, we probably would have been in a heap of trouble. Ooh, beautiful! We just finished that battle with a crit. Well done! Celtic Guardian's my strongest monster at level 10, not bad. And we liberated Ashton. Gwarg! You'll pay for that! I was going to let you live, but not now. Yugi! Yugi! It's you! Oh! Tristan! What are you doing here? Trapped in the game, just like you, I guess. Joey and the others are here too. I was just with them a little while ago. Kaiba is working for the Empire. After losing to him, we felt it was safer to split up. Kaiba? Yep. I'm not sure why he's here, but he is. Also, before I advance the dialogue, look at Tristan's portrait. It looks like it doesn't even have a mouth. Anyway, I came to the island to organize my own resistance army. I should have known that you'd be leading the resistance. It's the role I was given. Where is everyone else? I don't know. We all separated and went underground to gather followers for the resistance. My guess is that they're still on the mainland trying to gather support and form new units. If we keep fighting against the Empire, we're sure to run into them again. Good point. I don't think we have any other options anyway. Since I'm already here, I'm yours to command, Mr. Resistance Leader. At ease, soldier. It's good to have a familiar face on my team. That it is. Oh, we got some red medicine for that as well. It's stronger than blue medicine, but you can't carry 7. I think it's 5 or 3. Maybe 4. With the southern farms freed, the Resistance now controls the western half of Vaxi Island. But Capulia, ruler of Segut, has re-established order in the island capital and plans to subdue the Resistance. He has put his trusted marshal, Granis, in charge of a large force and dispatched them to the west. Granis' enormous army is moving steadily west along the Central Way, heading straight for Makad. The Empire has finally dispatched a large unit to hunt us down. The Resistance will suffer severe casualties if we try to fight them head-on. Do you have any suggestions, Shaimon? The Imperial Forces don't consider us a serious threat yet, and are not being as cautious as they should. Therein lies the opportunity. What do you mean? There is a fort along the Central Way, and the enemy plans to move its main force there on its way to Sugut. The fort is completely empty right now. We might be able to spring a trap on them there. Interesting. We can attack them with fire. Exactly. I'll get started on the preparations immediately. Setting up a fire attack, eh? Also, before I end this episode, I'm going to use this opportunity to go over Tristan's team. So, Tristan is not very strong, of course, you know, we just got him. But he has Gazelle, the king of mythical beasts, swordsman from a foreign land, and giant soldier of stone. Not a bad set of monsters, but its ability, the Constructor, that allows him to build equipment in our camps at a reduced rate. So he's actually going to be very good for that, so definitely put him on your team. And with that, I'm going to end the episode right here, and then the next parts we'll go over what changes I'm going to have in my party, considering we just got some new monsters. See you, everybody. Thanks for watching.